Hi, my name is Gabe Stahl, and I'm Andrew Drakely, and we are live on location here at the Dairy Cattle Research Farm here at the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana. We are discussing a pretty crappy problem: manure. Your average person may not see many of the benefits of manure, but farmers have a far different opinion.
Manure contains both phosphorus and nitrogen, two essential nutrients for crop growth. As well as that, as Dr. Prasanta Kalita, a professor of soil and water resources at the University of Illinois, explains, spreading manure also increases the soil's water holding capacity.
This, along with a cheaper price compared to chemical fertilizers, makes this an attractive option for farmers to spread onto their fields.
This table breaks down the relative costs of both commercial fertilizers and manure fertilizers. It shows that the manure fertilizers are much cheaper than the chemical alternatives. While the spread of manure can benefit farmers greatly, several other problems can arise.
According to Dr. Richard Gates, a professor at the University of Illinois in the ABE department, two of the biggest problems of spreading manure is that scientists don't really have that great of an understanding of how much and when crops need nutrients, and manure is very high in phosphorus levels, which can lead very easily to having too much spread onto a field.
Dr. Ted Funk, a retired professor at the University of Illinois with extensive knowledge in livestock manure management, says that too much phosphorus in the soil runs a high risk of having surface water containing high levels of phosphorus. This excess phosphorus in the surface water leads to algae blooms and eutrophication, and possibly causes hypoxia in estuaries like the Gulf of Mexico and the Chesapeake Bay.
Due to the consequences that phosphorus in surface water has, the state of Illinois has a law in place stating that an acre can contain no more than 300 pounds of elemental phosphorus on the top 7 inches of soil at one time. So the engineering question is, how can we limit the amount of phosphorus that is put onto the field while maximizing the nutrients that manure has to offer? We as a group thought about the potential of putting an on-the-go sensor on the manure spreader that would oversee how much phosphorus needs to be put onto the soil based off of a measurement of the manure content, tractor speed, flow rate, and data about the soil from a recent soil test on the field. When we asked Dr. Funk about this technology, he said that the sensor would help farmers stay in compliance with regulations, but that so far, no such sensor exists. He did mention that companies such as Howell have attempted coming up with a liquid manure flow meter, but that they are very expensive and so far in industry they are not used by many people. Perhaps a combination of off-road equipment and biosensors engineering could lead to a cheaper and more effective sensor. A big thanks to Dr. Kalita, Dr. Gates, and Dr. Funk for allowing us to interview them despite their busy schedules. And as for Andy Drakely, Luke Liu, and Shivani Dharmasankar, I'm Gabe Stahl signing off for Team FecalSpreaders.
Here to defend herself today is Miss Betsy. She's a Holstein here out at the farm. So Betsy, do you have anything you'd like to add to this interview? Didn't think so.